Everybody good?
Yeah, they rock.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Urban Culture Conversation Podcast. We got a very special guest in the building, a young Triple D legend, a very own. We're going to let him introduce himself, Mr. YK himself.
I just want to thank you guys for, taking time out your lives, man, to make this happen. But my name is Bambada Tahimba, CEO of Young Kings Clothing, YK1K.
Okay, we appreciate that. And as always, we got these brothers to my left. Go ahead and say y'all name.
Hey, man, you already know what it is. Victor Flick, man, the one and only.
Yeah, man, it's drill, man. Y'all know me, taco sauce, everything.
Mr. Taco Sauce.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to kick it off. For sure, some of the things we're going to get into is like some of stuff about you, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the clothing brand and how that thing is going. We want to know some of the things you think about as far as when you move and when you going through life, how you want to just adjust, how you want to move according to even with your brand, how y'all doing that as far as selling, how you got to pick and choose who you work with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
I want to know how he came up with the name.
Yeah, that was one of my questions too. You know what I'm saying?
I want
to
like the groundwork from the beginning. How did that idea come about? The YK1K and for the people who don't know what it means, what do it mean?
All right, so YK1K means Young Kings 1000. We got the name listening to Meek Mill's Young Kings, that song he had on Dreams and Nightmares. And then we incorporated the 1000 to kind of bring it all together so we could brand it, kind of like FUBU, you know what I'm saying? So we had to keep putting Young Kings on everything. We said, you want to call it YK1K. And the 1000 part comes from just keeping it true, being who you are, and being honest, and, dealing with everything straightforward.
Respectfully. I definitely can respect that, you know what I'm saying, being 1000. I see, man, to be honest with you, I be watching, I be keeping up with, man, what I was going to say was, okay, man, I've been seeing a lot of people wearing this stuff, man. I be watching Coach Prime. Shout out to Coach Prime. I'm still eligible. But I've been watching Coach Prime. I seen a young athlete on there just the other day. He had a backpack on there. I be seeing, different people walk through, man. How you get those, you know what I'm saying, people to look at you, or what do you think it is?
Man, it's just every day, man, putting in the work, not knowing where it's going to lead me. And just organic, just being who I am.
Yeah. Did you reach out to them like some people you reached out to?
Now, honestly, I don't know how he got that backpack. I don't know. That was like a crazy.
Yeah, he got the hottest thing in the city though. That YK1K, you see it everywhere. I don't know.
We definitely seen Sauce Walker stepping in it.
You heard me,
my boy.
One day I see it in Glendale, next day I see it everywhere. I was like, this. I don't know what do you feel like you did to kind of get it out there to the people, to make people like now YK1K. Now I'm finna, go live record that I got YK1K on.
Man, I kind of just provided the quality, man, and put it at a price point where I can, give it to the masses at a reasonable price to, flood the market. And I very much so just hit them with a blitz, man, put it right in their face. It's like it's at the point where it's like you can't really deny it. It's like it's a reasonable price. The quality is, you can't deny it. Therefore, you're gonna get customers, and you're gonna keep getting repeating customers because you're not beating them upside the head.
Good quality, good price range. So definitely. I got a business degree, and I definitely understand the process that you got to put into, like, even making a business period work and just finding those vendors that's going to sell it, you know what I'm saying, and then keeping that quality, like you said, being dependable with that. So that's pretty cool. I know when we went to Colorado, he had one of them snow jackets, the whole get-up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? I'm sponsored.
It's about volume, man. Any point in time you're doing anything, you got to be doing it volume. You got to be thinking big quantities. Like Walmart, they got thousands of Walmarts. Therefore, they're gonna move billions of units every day, every hour. So you got to kind of train your mind to be on that type of level whenever you're doing anything you're doing.
Most definitely. This question is, I know everything, you know what I mean, based by the African American or the black people and everything. So why do y'all keep the store in the hood for the hood, basically? You know what I mean? So
man, it's like the people brought us there. When it got time to look for a building, man, it was like, sometimes things be right in your face, and it be perfect timing. So man, I could say the energy of the people brought us there, to say the least. But we got to stay in the community, man, because that's where that's where we at.
Right.
That's where the soldiers at. That's where the kids at. We got to continuously educate people about who they are. Because the school's not gonna teach these kids who they is.
No.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that you said that about the school not gonna teach these kids who they is.
Oh, nah.
I'm big on learning self, being self-aware, and then knowing your history and knowing things that you're gonna need in life, and some of these things that we don't teach in school. So what inspired you to really want to get out there? And you know what? You got the name, okay? We got the name, but what nah, fuck that. I'm gonna make clothes that everybody can wear. Shaq wanted to do that, but it's did you want to be I have a dream to be Kanye? Because it's one is it's a prestige brand,
right?
And it look like you can know it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You'll know where YK1K is anywhere. Right. So what made you want to do that? You know what? I'm gonna start a clothing brand. Then you got shoes. Then you got backpacks, all type of stuff. So what really made you want to do that?
Man, I had a time in my life where I just sat back thinking. I was in China, bro. Me and my brother flew to China, and I was in China, man. We sleeping on the floor damn near, and I'm just like,
what you was doing in China?
Looking for manufacturers. Looking for,
oh yeah, you went straight to it.
Went straight to the source.
That was smart. That was smart.
So I'm sitting on the floor, bro, on this hard bed, can't sleep because the time is different, and I'm just like, man, when all this shit over with, I want to at least say I gave my all, man. So therefore, I said I'm gonna do everything. I was over there seeing the real price of everything. I'm like, bro, I'm never gonna go back to being a consumer ever. I'm gonna be the person who's gonna make the money, not the person spending the money.
Yeah,
so it was just an opportunity, man. My resources that said, hey, it's time to go. You know, it's time to get it.
I feel you. But so jumping off, how much you had to put into it?
Man, a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's no certain amount, man, but it take money to make money. It ain't
sure.
It ain't rocket science. You feel me? So you get in what you put in.
Yeah. So where you from, man? You know what I'm saying? Tell us how you grew up. You know what I'm saying?
So I was born in Dallas. I moved to Atlanta. In kindergarten through 6th grade. I came back here in 7th grade when I met Vic at Atwell.
Yes, sir. Atwell Orchards, you know what I'm talking about?
From middle school through high school, grew up in Oak Cliff. So I'm right here from the city, man.
That's what's up.
So I got a question. Since your story is in the hood,
right?
How do you feel about us valuing our neighborhood, us valuing what we got? Because you know, especially where you at now, you don't have to stay. Right. So us, like you said, I'm looking for a place, and you got we got a bunch of empty spaces in our neighborhood. Right. But when people looking for stuff, we look outside the hood.
It's hard to get them. I will say that. Besides,
but I'm saying
it's hard to get these buildings.
The first thing you think about too is, okay, I gotta pull up a bulletproof glass.
To get the building itself though, it's some of these. It's it's certain codes that we have to do, codes that you have to go through, and it's some stuff that's set up there, man.
They make it harder.
You gotta pay $10,000 before you can even get the building. That's correct. And that's just to get this.
I met the guy that own Glendale Shopping Center. He said he won't sell to nobody if they not black.
Yeah, no,
he don't even own it. That's the crazy.
Oh, he don't let it show black dude own it.
He's in management. Yeah, technically he's an owner, but in real life he owes money to somebody behind him who don't look like us own it.
That's crazy.
So that's how people most of the time they'll say, oh, he's the owner. Whole time it's a whole
property manager.
Jewish Arab, somebody behind that shit really owning this shit.
It's hard, bro.
I be feeling messed up too. That kind of because I was born in Oak Cliff, grew up in Oak Cliff, and then seeing other races come in and they make money out of our hood where we could have made.
That's something that, like I was telling you earlier, we got to teach our kids about ownership. And we teach our kids from the ground up, hey, you have to own your own business. Your friends got to own businesses. Right. And guess what? We got to all support each other. You walk in Walmart, you got 3 different thousands of type of brands right beside each other. They not competing. Right. They put their products right next to each other. Right. Yeah. And they all eating. They all getting ate.
Yeah, facts.
Little snow store, ain't no bread on the shelves.
They gonna bread. Yeah, they gonna bread. Ain't no tissue.
It don't matter what.
Ain't no tissue on the shelf.
Right.
So
they put all bread.
We gotta push that on everybody, man. Ownership, man. Everybody should have a podcast like this.
Yeah.
There should be thousands of these going on. But hey, y'all gonna influence the next.
That's the goal, man. That's definitely the goal to really push a message. You know what I'm saying? from our perspective, as you know, as a culture,
Right.
you know, push that message of where, you know, what we think about, what's on our minds, how we feel like we can come up.
Right.
We want to get into shit. I don't want to be the governor, but I want to be on somebody's city council to know what the fuck going on in my city. You know what I'm saying? To where I can connect with people of different type of industries to where we can make things happen. So that's a goal with it, building a.
I feel like to piggyback off of what Bam said, you know what I mean, or what everybody was talking about just keeping in the culture and everything like that. I feel like, you know what I mean, the black dollars really rule the market type stuff, you know what I mean? And when we finally understand that, hey fam, you know what I'm talking about, we really control a lot of stuff. That's why they don't give us the opportunity to get certain stuff. You know what I mean? Like we control, like we want buying a lot of designer, we buying, you know what I mean? We buying, we spending our money.
These black females.
Yeah,
they spend their money. Anything they like, they gonna spend their money.
Ass, hair, all that. They got man.
If they like it, they gonna buy it. Even no matter what you doing, if they like it, they gonna spend their money to
I
it.
think that's a disease, bro. Self-hate.
Yeah.
Not loving who you are.
Far as like, you know, you mean like getting all those additives and stuff like that.
That's self-hate, man. The straight hair, black women never had straight hair ever.
Right.
You know, so that's some programming, man. That we gotta erase.
Right.
Yeah. So I hear you speak like that. So it's like, how do you feel about religion? You know.
I mean, it's deeper than religion. It gotta be.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible was written only so many years ago.
Right.
So what happened before then? What was people living by before then?
Right.
So I always tell people this, man. We gotta deal with what was in the beginning, like the very beginning. Because the same thing that was in the beginning gonna be in the end. You can't just come in between something and say, hey, I'm gonna pick this up and do this. You gotta deal with what was at the start, because the same thing at the start is gonna be at the
finish.
So, you know, religion it has its pros and its cons, man.
Yeah,
you know?
that's why I say it worked for whoever like it work it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you doing it to be a good person, it's cool. Then cool.
I think it's about understanding. As long as you understand it. You gotta, like me. I'm in the shop, Pan African. I see all type of religions daily.
Right.
And so I don't pick sides, but one thing I do is understand all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
You know, because in the day, people are people, no matter what religion it is.
Right.
And I think good people, like for me, my upbringing, they taught me like people that wasn't Christian was bad people.
Yeah.
And I had one of my best friends was like, he a good dude, and I found out like 8 years into our relationship that he atheist.
Yeah, I was going
but I was like, this is one of the best people I know in life. Like this is a good dude, bro. So it's like, hey, like wait. So that made me learn everything.
See,
like,
that's kind of like I grew up Christian, Baptist, grew up like heavy, church heavy.
Right.
But niggas like now it's like, lately I've been listening to T.D. Jakes for like the past 2 weeks heavy. Like he been making me think about go to church, but I kind of felt a bunch of contradictions in it, so I was like, okay, well, let me learn other stuff. And then it pushed me like towards it when I was in college. It pushed me towards knowing about my race as black people. You know what I'm saying? Where we come from, what we did, what we started, and you know, math, science, them type of all them. And then I got into, and I learned that it's like, damn, these people are against the conspiracy theories. That's why we talked about earlier. It's like shit. I believe in a lot of that shit, but it's like now it's just like now you know it. What you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? It's like how you gonna move, how you gonna loophole that shit to get to where you trying to go and push your narrative. So I'm just trying to stay steadfast.
You stay positive, knowing that you're in the middle of the hood with the stereotypes and the people that are misguided. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes these people not even bad people; they just misguided people.
It's funny you say that, bro. Yesterday, 2 days ago, man, they was about to have a whole shootout right at the barbershop, man. I'm watching the whole thing. And after that, I'm telling my mama, like, Mom, we got to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Because bullets don't got no names. And it's like, just by us being here, we put ourselves at jeopardy, man. Right. So it's kind of a motivation thing. Like, hey, we got to go harder. We got to mobilize. We got to organize so we can get out the hood, but still be in the hood. Because even if we leave the shop, we're going to still
want to be in an area.
Yeah, we're going to, matter of fact, I'm going to probably get 2 stores. I'll probably keep that one there and move one downtown. I can't take the culture from the hood because then we can't lose the battle like that. You got to always keep some type of, you know.
The groundwork.
Ground root in the community because it's like we're not there for the money. We ain't making $1 million off our people. Right. You know what I'm saying? We more so educating our people. It ain't about the money with us. It's like if we could help each other know who each other are, that's worth more than getting $5 from everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it was dope that you was inside the Pan African. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just being around that much culture and that, it's like,
and it's crazy.
The idea of the kings, you know, so it kind of like came full circle. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I definitely, I want to say shit. I give your flowers now. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you doing? What you putting on for like the city? You know, people, us black people as a whole. That's pretty cool. Hopefully, you know. I know the goal is to get as big as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What is the goal?
Yeah. So you know, every day I try to get better, man. So you know, the main goal is, like I said, to become one of the best brands or the most prominent brands in the world. But you know, it starts every day, and it's not really a lot of big black clothing brands out there. Like, could y'all name one?
Last one was Fubu for me.
See, Off-White wasn't black. It wasn't black owned. I don't believe. I
thought it was, but it's sold now. Mind you, the dude died.
I don't think Virgil was the owner.
I think he just created
something new every day.
Yeah, it's a big you know, Caucasian brother. He's over. I forget his name, but he owns Balenciaga, Versace.
Yeah.
All the big brands.
Yeah, it's like 6 brands that own everything.
Yeah. He owns Hennessy.
Everything.
It's one guy. He owns all this stuff that we guess who buying it us.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But man, I just want to become one of the top. You know, now it ain't even about skin color, but just become one of the top brands.
Period. Yeah.
And you know.
Yeah, definitely don't want to limit yourself with that. You know
what
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the world is yours.
What do you say to the other races that want to feel like YK1K is you know, kind of just started, like YK1K is for us. So how you for them to where if they feel like I can't wear it because I'm not
we still
you know what I mean?
Urban culture is still the shit. So
we're getting more customers that's not black.
Yeah, for
every
sure.
day.
We the shit.
We got, you know, all different cultures coming in that shop. That's the beautiful thing about it. I'm bringing Hispanics. I got kids from SMU coming to the shop.
Right.
Every different culture coming to the shop. So at this point, the brand has become so big. It don't have a face on it no more.
Right.
You see me? Like it's so broad that it don't matter.
Yeah.
And that's how you want to get it. You don't want nothing to be personal.
Yeah. I feel it.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Definitely believe in that. What I was gonna say,
1,000%.
far as some of the people you work with, who are some of the people you done seen in your clothes, man?
Man, so many people, man. But you know, and everybody, bro.
Y'all.
Yeah.
You
know, I don't look at people as celebrities, bro. Everybody is celebrity.
Yeah.
Everybody famous. Hell, I don't. You know, I'm real humble, bro.
So
like,
if you had to give advice to somebody that's trying to start a clothing line, what you gonna say?
Do your research and get started. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Be consistent. It's hard to sell clothes, bro. It's so hard to convince somebody, hey, you need to wear this. Like that's one of the hardest things ever when you program to go wear Jordan, Nike. Like some people don't even look at my brand.
Yeah.
Not because they don't like it. They might think this is the dopest stuff ever, but they program not to even. It's not something I seen somebody else wear.
Because everybody else ain't wearing it like that.
Right. So you got to kind of change people's minds, bro. It's one of the. I'm honestly not even selling clothes, bro. I'm trying to change people's mindsets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that perspective that you got, you know what I'm saying, as far as how you look at the stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope. I definitely respect that big time.
Nah, facts. I say to piggyback off of what Bam, the question and everything, Bam, like what you give upcoming people, you know what I mean? He done gave me advice on my clothing line and everything like that, you know what I'm talking about? It ain't never been just like no, you know what I'm saying, no hard feelings because he has a clothing brand. I had started my clothing brand after he started his clothing brand. So he always give me like, you know what I'm saying, I ask a question I need, like, hey, what should I do right here? Woo. He always look at it and, yeah, bro, you can do it like this, you know what I mean? Because like we said at Walmart, it's a lot of bread right by each other, you know what I'm talking about, clothing. We still got Gucci, Louis, you know what I mean? Prada, Chanel, a whole lot of stuff, bro. So it's money really out here for everybody, fam. You just gotta find your lane.
They print money every day.
Walmart, Walmart and Target, they ain't beefing with each other.
Nah, they not beefing.
You got your shit, I got mine. People gonna come to yours, people gonna come to mine.
And
people
got
so many.
Walmart, Target.
Huh?
What y'all like better, Walmart?
It depends on its pricing. Really. If I want some quality and I got a little money in my pocket, I might go to Target.
Yeah.
But if I'm on a regular day, I need to go.
Target make you feel better. Walmart make you feel better in the pocket.
In the pocket, exactly. It is people like the consumer. You never know what reason why they go to one or the other. They be having stupid reasons. Like I had mold in this bread one day, so I ain't never buy Mrs. Bread ever again. Right. So you gonna need to have another type of bread for them to go get type of stuff
just
like
that.
Right, just one bad experience. My bread was stepped on when I picked it up.
It was smushed. It was smushed.
Yeah, something stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Look, they gonna go to a whole nother Walmart though. You know what I'm saying? They might not go this one. They gonna go that one. Though.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna go to the Walmart in Lancaster. I'm gonna go to the Walmart in Mesquite.
But guess what? It's still Walmart.
I was gonna say something that's completely off the wall. If you can look at our generation,
right.
And we talk about relationships and things a lot on this podcast. Mm-hmm. Our point of views of, what we think can work and what we think is going on even amongst males, amongst females. So if you can say what's wrong with the dating pool, or do you have a relationship?
Yeah,
right now?
I'm in a relationship right now.
Okay. So make that happy. We're gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I can answer your question.
Yeah. Okay. Even better. We're brother's gonna open up.
Yeah, we can talk.
Yeah. Right. So, you know what I'm saying?
You said, what do I think about the dating pool?
Of like our generation of women and males.
Man.
I guess speak to the males first. I kind of want.
We don't want it to be sexist.
Yeah, we got our own problems, but we also.
Because you know what they're going to say? Yeah. All y'all want to do, talk about the females, talk about the females and all that.
Yeah, but I think they do need our perspective. It's like, how do you know how to make a man happy if you don't hear from the man?
Nah, facts.
But
how you know how to make a man happy and you ain't been around no man forever?
Bro, aside from that, man, I keep seeing, I seen a post we posted in the group the other day, too. It was a mom taking a daughter out somewhere to get her stuff done.
Yeah, her nails done. Yeah,
showing that the man gonna have to do XYZ to impress you, and it's just like, all right, but are you teaching her how to impress him?
Yeah.
Like like it don't go hand in hand for us. Yeah. Like, and it sucked that a lot of these kids raised by single mothers. That's why I feel like as fathers we need to definitely step up and do our thing so we can make it cool for us. You know what I'm saying? To get pleased. Like I feel like nowadays if I complain. Or if I tell you what I want, I'm being sassy. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's like, it's all messed up to where it's like, bro, we got feelings too.
Yeah,
I got feelings.
The crazy thing is when we don't have feelings, we got to open up. If we do open up, you sassy.
Nah,
you feel what I'm saying?
It's hard. But if you had to say though, like, you know what I'm saying, social media or parents, right, the way we was raised, the 90s.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? What was the problem with it?
So I guess I'm trying to see how to angle your question. So you asking basically what?
Like
the dating pool, but he said
how we go so wrong? How we get to this point where everybody got like a misunderstanding of each other? Women got a misunderstanding of men, and men got a misunderstanding of women, and we can't never. Everybody feel like they better off alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily your personal relationship, just the idea, what you see.
In general,
Man, it's no search for knowledge of self.
Yeah.
Like if you know who you are, it's a certain way you're gonna treat a woman. Mm-hmm. And if you know who you are, it's a certain way you're gonna treat a man. Right. So therefore, we don't know who we are. So therefore, how can we treat somebody else how they need to be treated? We don't know who we are. It's like
that's so true.
We're just treating each other daily.
Because I was lost in fucking these hoes up, man. I apologize.
But hurt people. That's the real thing.
I have a conscience about that type of stuff nowadays.
Sure.
So I be like, damn, I wasn't even. Had I known what I know now, I would have just moved about it differently. So I think it's but I do a lot of like self-searching, like, you know what I'm saying, understanding myself, being able to be me, you know what I'm saying?
And I think to his point, like, if you don't know yourself, you don't even know how to tell somebody to treat you.
Yeah.
Right.
You watching what everybody else doing, you think that's cute, okay, now treat me like that.
Right.
Yeah, you really don't know what it takes to make yourself happy.
You capping, you BSing yourself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, I know I'm a king, so if I don't know I'm a king, how I'm going to tell you treat me like a king?
Right.
That's a contradiction, you know what I'm saying? So vice versa. If she knows she a queen, ain't no way she gonna be treated no other type of way.
Right, facts.
Yeah.
And that goes into her daughter and the next generation. So you got to think it all starts at home. You got, women who don't know who they are trying to teach women. You know what I'm saying? It's just a constant cycle.
That's that cycle.
Teaching the same thing. Yeah. That's I see a lot too that people teaching people. Okay, let me say it like this: a man being brought by a manly man, and then when you have your own kids, you teaching your kids something different than what your daddy taught you. What your daddy taught you to make you a man, now you tell your son, oh, you know, finesse the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's, I can speak on that, bro, from a business standpoint. It's certain things I never seen my pops do in business. Like, I never seen my pops not pay the price. You know, I never seen him trying to, you know, finesse somebody. I never seen my parents finesse people. So therefore, I can't be nobody who finesse people. I just never seen it.
Right. So I talked about that. Like, that's what you see is that's how the subconscious work. That's just how it works. What else? So going into that, so you grew up with your mom and your dad?
Yeah, I grew up in a 2-parent household. Yes, sir.
That's lovely, man. Shout out to the
How important do you think it is?
Oh, vital, bro. Like, it's certain things my pops taught me that I couldn't teach myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I see that now with a lot of these young brothers. They want to be so hard and gangster, but it's like, bro, you ain't got to do that. You got to play smart, not hard, man. So, yeah, definitely it taught me a lot of things, man.
What's the benefit of it being like your father? Like, for me, I had both my parents, but they didn't live together. So what do you think the benefit of him being in the house on a day-to-day?
Bro, that tough love.
Tough love, fam.
Like, it's certain things I wouldn't do. My pops would say, man, I'll blow your head off. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate him for that because now as a man, I understand the world gonna blow your head off. Yeah. Like, if you don't move correctly, bro, your head gone.
They gonna blow your head off for real. He blowing it off through love. Type of thing.
How long you been in your current relationship? You
know, about 3 years, since like 2020.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Shout out to y'all. I hope y'all.
I mean, you know, it's ups and downs, bro. Ain't nothing perfect. You know, we always, you know.
No, I definitely understand that it's trials and tribulations of every relationship. The process of learning another person is hard. I think. I think something that I learned. I'm gonna go off into some more stuff. Something that I learned recently within myself is that, you know, even when dealing with somebody, bro, it's gonna be through seasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to be able to love this person through these seasons, and then too, you're gonna have to learn that person a completely different way in that next season.
I'm gonna tell you, as a man, bro, one of the things we have to have is discipline.
That part.
Like, as young, successful brothers, bro, you gotta be disciplined, man. Because discipline is what's gonna set. It's gonna be the measuring stick to how far you can go with your partner in life and in general. So, if I could tell any young brothers out there today, man, have discipline.
All right.
You know, so.
So the
don't
first
always
thing,
put your hand in that cookie jar. You know.
I'm gonna say what I always preach: you get control of your dick, you get control of your life. That's your first setup, and then, you know what I'm saying, you can take that into the workforce. You can take that into your relationship. You take that control, that discipline.
That's true, man.
You feel what I'm saying? You get control.
Because, you know, growing up, you know, all of us think, shit, that's how we gotta get.
We gotta taught. That's what you're supposed to do.
So it's different. So, like, when I grew up, it was like how many girlfriends you got, young. You know what I'm saying? You knew that from older. But it's like, bro, with me now being that the person I want to be married, I want to be this.
Right.
I wish I would have grew up in a household to where, that's your woman, and not how many girlfriends you got. You got one woman, you treat her like this, and this how you do it. Even if she mad, you go do this. So it's like it's a difference. I will say it's a different process of learning that as an adult, you know. But I'm grateful
being taught the lower. Like, I say for me, like, I've been in a relationship 4 years, so. Watching my daddy watching my daddy be alone my whole life. I'm finna be 30 in a couple months. My daddy been single my whole
birthday.
May
what?
5th.
Okay, 29th, April 29th.
April 29th, you Taurus too?
Cinco de Mayo.
It's genius. So, you know, but my daddy been single my whole life.
Nah, fuck that. My birthday this week.
Yeah, I'm Cinco de Mayo.
My shit in March.
Oh, that niggas he old too.
Nah, my birthday this week. Fuck y'all.
But he been single my whole life, bro, and he do everything, anything. It was nothing off limits. Washing dishes, cleaning, fixing, working, everything.
He cooked
the whole nine.
Cooked the whole nine. The women and the man job, essentially. So getting into a relationship, I had to learn how to. I learned from him, so I could do everything. A woman coming in, I felt like I didn't need you besides coochie. You feel what I'm saying?
We can talk about that too.
Hold on. Let me piggyback off of that. Like you said, you say you grew around your pops. See, I grew around like my mom, auntie, granny, and all that type of stuff. So, so me, being a man, I'm used to seeing a woman do all that type of stuff, like cleaning up and doing all this type of stuff. I only do certain stuff, like maybe like take the trash out, basically the bare minimum type stuff. You know what I mean? Go mow the yard and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, but yeah, call me basic then, hoe. But yeah, just the bare minimum. You know what I mean? Like mow the yard. The manly stuff, take the trash out, all that. So I'm used to. You know what I mean? Seeing a woman do that. So then when we get older and you get into a relationship and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Same cycle.
Yeah, repeat that same cycle. But you know what I mean? A woman will probably like, oh, I want you to do this. I want you to do this. I want you to do this or this. And I'm like, well, damn, I ain't used to that shit. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? I didn't grow up like that. You know what I mean? Like,
mine was hard. I say
have an open mind.
You know what I'm saying? No, most definitely. But you know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying like, I always have an open mind, but I'm just saying, yo, I want you to do this more. I'm like, damn. Yeah. But if I don't do this more often, it's because I'm not used to doing that more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mine was hard because I had to undo stuff. I was used to doing everything for myself. So when she tried to come through and do something, she basically at one point she got to the point like, you know, let me help you.
You know
what I'm saying? You act like you don't need nobody and no time. So I had to learn how to give her room to be my companion.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh my.
Yeah, it happens.
but so what? Like for you, like the ups and downs of it. Like how do you in this generation, especially with the social media, it takes effect on a lot of people's mind for your relationship. How do you maneuver through that?
Stay disciplined.
Yeah, how you stay disciplined through that minefield?
To be honest, I done made mistakes, bro. Like I learned through bumping my head.
Yeah.
So I done been in situations where, you know, temptation or, you know, something's in front of me and I didn't do it. And guess what happened the next day? I prospered.
Right.
I had the best day ever because I stayed disciplined, bro. Energy is real. So the moment you step outside of your energy and do something you ain't got no business doing, that shit gonna follow you, bro.
Right.
So therefore, don't do it. You know
like they say, whatever you do in the dark gonna come to the light.
You can't hide, bro.
And what they didn't say when they told us that, I thought when they said come to the light, it's like you gonna get caught doing it.
Right.
It's really, the energy gonna be on something else.
You can't
go bad. You
can't fool the universe, bro. The universe see everything you do behind closed doors, off the internet. The internet see the real you. Not who you pretend to be.
All this cap on IG and shit.
All
you cap ass people,
man.
You know what I mean?
If bro, I be telling him all the time. I say, bro, you know what you did. He got a problem, bro. He's somewhere running around his house. This nigga lie too much. I be like, bro, just be real.
He lied too much.
I'm telling you, even. Matter of fact, I went over to his little brother. His little brother's outside with two little girls. You know what I'm saying? He woo. I tell him something. I said, you out there lying to him? I said, you know you supposed to be in the house. He said, no, I ain't. I said, bro, just be real. I said, they understand. I said, y'all understand, right? Yeah, we supposed to be in the house too. I said, see? You know what I'm saying? You got your way farther by being real. I had to learn that now. Like, I be putting them up on game. But I was going to say to you, far as like, gender roles growing up, you know, in the two-parent household, was there like something that your mom did? My mama cooked, my daddy didn't cook. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
do that affect you now?
My pops used to cook. It was both. I seen both my parents doing everything, man. So it was a beautiful situation, man. Just growing up with both my parents and seeing them both work together. You know what I'm saying? They fought, they argued.
Right.
It wasn't always just pretty. That's why I tell people like, ain't no relationship gonna be all pretty.
Right.
But stuff like that, I learned from. Like my pops had an anger problem. I have an anger problem. So it's certain times when I get mad, I gotta say, "Hey, bro, don't do it. Don't turn into the hook."
I know 100%. I understand what you're saying. I had to calm myself down. Like they'll tell you, man. When
we all learn to know.
We warriors, bro. As black men, we warriors. We are weapons.
Naturally.
Like no matter what, we are, you know, warriors. So therefore, we all got that killer instinct. That's why I tell young brothers, that's the last thing you use. Cause that's easy. It's easy to get snap.
It's
easy to do that. But it's hard to humble somebody with a chest move. You know what I'm saying? Like make them feel some type of way without you even touching them. I tell people all the time, you gonna hurt somebody more when you walk away.
I kill them with kindness all the time. I do. You know, I got my own business, but like coming up, I've been a manager in customer service so much to where it's like,
you know,
that's my niche. Like it's like, I'm a man. I done had so many bad customers come out and like Kill them with kindness. Yes,
and that hurt when you get killed with kindness.
You know
it's crazy when you talk about that because I was just watching something the other day on my life, and he was like, I don't know what I was watching though, but while I was watching, he was like, "Bro, you can use these, bro. This the easy part, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like, but you got to use this the hard part, using that mental. You know what I mean? It's easy to get out there, fight somebody, beat somebody up, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? But using that mental part, being strategic, and you know what I mean, handling it the right way. That's the hard part because most people just known for just snapping. You know what I'm talking about? And we can be mentally strategic. You know what I mean? And do the things the right way. Bro, ain't no telling where we going, bro.
That's the crazy part. Is people like growing up in the hood, we was taught to use that aggression.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And really, that's the short game.
Right.
The long game is the people, the thinkers.
Right.
All the thinkers last the longest. They further down the line. All the thinkers. You know what I'm saying? We look at like I can debo you. Yeah, but you can debo you, but this smart person, he probably ain't tough.
Ain't doing that.
He's gonna call the police on you.
I mean,
then that's the end of you. You feel what I'm saying?
Now you in jail.
Now you debo other stupid people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out here, progressing in life. And when you get out, you got to start right back over because you couldn't control your anger and think. You feel what I'm saying? So
have y'all ever read that book, The Art of War?
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't read it.
I read it.
It's a bunch of books. I mean, I haven't read through a bunch of books. But the only reason why I haven't read that book is because, like, I feel like it's about strategies, and right now I'm in the process of, like, I be reading like As a Man Thinketh, or what you think of me is none of my business, or Think and Grow Rich. I be on some mindsets, but I know for sure it's saved in my, I just haven't got to that point yet.
Yeah, it just talks about different strategies that you can bring to real life. Basically, like I use it with my business. So he talks about the art of surprise, and so in a business, any type of business you gotta have that element of surprise in you, man. That's how you gonna win most of your battles, by surprising people.
Definitely can't tell your left hand what your right hand. I've been saying that all day, just randomly. I swear to God, it's funny that you say that. Right. I've been saying, can't tell your left hand what your right hand doing all day long.
That's real.
It's crazy. But as true as, like, you know what I'm saying? Because so what with my business, you know what I'm saying? I try to promote, other people, other businesses to get, funders, people to fund their business, or even come up with different business ideas. And it's like, damn, like so many times I've come up with ideas, and soon as I say it, and it don't even be to that person. Soon as I put it in the air, bro, it just like them hoes start popping up. When I want to do that pedal bar thing, them hoes start popping up. Damn. So it's like, I think that's true. Like, the element surprise is just like, keep that inside. You know what I'm saying?
And that just means you got the power of manifestation, bro, by just saying stuff like that. You kind of can forecast what's about to happen and, do it. So you need to take advantage of that, bro, because everybody don't have that gift.
Yeah.
That's a gift you got. I don't know if you know that, but you need to.
I've always felt like I've had like a visionary spirit, like the ability to see like ahead as far as like certain trends or certain things that's going on. So it's like, yeah, I take that into consideration for sure.
No, facts. I'll say this.
Well, I'll say.
You lost your train of thought over there.
Nah. I was gonna say, what I'm talking
about? Turn 35?
I'm gonna turn 30%. Quit talking, bro. You know what I mean? I just say I appreciate all y'all. You know what I mean? Up here and stuff. You know what I mean? I done learned something from all y'all. Little do y'all know. You know what I mean? So we just gotta give everybody their flowers while you can.
Facts.
Cause ain't no telling. You know what I mean? We can go out, go drive home, have a car wreck, and just. We're
not gonna put that in the air.
Nah, exactly. We not. But I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
Nah, I definitely feel you.
You know what I mean? But I just say I want to give y'all flowers, bro. You know what I mean? I learned something from each one of y'all good brothers up here, and I appreciate y'all, man. Give y'all flowers while we here on this good earth.
Sure.
And but to get back to business aspects and everything, I was gonna say, what was I gonna say?
We don't know.
Yeah, I do. I was gonna say, what are the struggles? You know what I mean? What are your struggles of owning a business, though, man? You know what I mean? Like,
oh man, it's a whole bunch of struggles. One is finding good workers,
right?
Good employees that you can trust. Another one is the legal stuff, man. There's a whole lot of legal paperwork you got to do, man. Taxes, etc., man. So make sure you're on your books. And What other struggles, man? I mean, every day is a struggle, honestly. Because I wake up every day not knowing how I'm going to make my next dollar.
Right. I feel that. I can say, I understand as far as the struggle. With having your own business, it's like you have those ups and downs as far as finance. So you got to be able to, when you winning, don't win. Or don't splurge. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that, like you said, discipline. Even with being in a business, having your own business, bro. You got to, because it's going to be some times where you ain't pulling like
it's
that.
It's ugly.
Right.
But I always have a smart done. Since all y'all own clothing brands and businesses, or y'all entrepreneurs, I always had this as a consumer, as a employee.
Right.
I always had this one smart dumb question for everybody.
I got some investments to talk to you about. You can get into it.
I bet we can do that. Yeah. I see a lot of entrepreneurs push people to own this, be a business owner, but I be kind of weary of people saying that all the time, because where you gonna get the good employees from? If all the people that's gonna work hard gonna own a business, you gonna be left with the people who
everybody
don't want to work.
In your position is what I'm gonna say. That's real quick. Everybody in your position to be able to put something into something. So it's gonna always be workers,
but good workers. The good the people who gonna get up on their own reconnaissance and gonna wake up before they alarm clock come on. He probably gonna think like, with this work ethic, I can be an owner.
For you personally, I would say become an investor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Partner with people that you feel. It's risk with everything. Let's put that out there.
Sure.
So, you know what I'm saying? The process of you know what I'm saying, being a judgment of character, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna partner with people that you feel like they care about their business too. You know what I'm saying? If I ask you, I wouldn't tell you to, hey, go start this business. I'm gonna tell you, hey, invest some money in this so you can get something every week. You know, get something every month.
Get that residual.
You know what I'm saying? So you can get some type of income. But even if you do that, I would still suggest you do your research.
Right, but I'm speaking for the normal employee. Like, if I'm a good worker, but I'm a great worker. If I work under you, you're gonna scale your business out. You're gonna need some good people on you, managers, co-CEOs, all that. Even down to the janitor, you're gonna need some damn good janitors to clean this motherfucker up right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So if I hear you and you say, hey, you need to own your own business, as a janitor, and as a janitor, I say, okay, I'm gonna own janitorial service.
That's what you're doing. And it ain't necessarily if you might be a janitor, but you a hella dope ass producer or something. You know what I'm saying? It's just a process of thinking of yourself as more than what you are right now.
But how do you feel as the business owner, where all the people that's gonna get up and work on their own is gonna go on their own?
Well, everybody around me. Well, you know what I'm saying. Evolution is a part of life.
Right.
Everybody around me, I'm gonna want you to do better. Right. Like, I can't. Even my little cousin that's might be fucking up, I want him to do better. Right. So it's like, I'm going to always tell you, you know what I'm saying, I can find another janitor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about your manager I'm the district manager over here. If you want him to do better, but you are doing a great job for me.
The process of being a great leader is you finding some people that's going to do the same thing. So it's like, if I got a manager, somebody that's managing this property, hopefully they're managing to the point where that when they leave, when they move up, whoever it is can follow suit. It's like it all goes down to you as the owner, leader. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's like you gotta use that judgment of character. It's like, who's gonna do what? You know what I'm saying? Look at the data of who really putting in that work.
And it's always a plus. Like, if I'm the owner of the business and my manager is, you know what I mean, he's been working under me for this amount of time, you know what I mean? I always want him to be able to move up on his own stuff, because that means he don't learn some knowledge from me.
What if he don't? Well, let's say if he working under you for 2 years, he doing a great job under you for 2 years, and then he see you go on Instagram and say, own your own whatever, and he want to be a producer. Okay, I'm quitting, going to be a producer. You just lost a great employee. Like, how do you?
But that's just how the dice
that's just a part of life.
I gotta find another one.
Yeah, you gotta find another one, most definitely.
It's gonna be hard. It's already hard to find out.
And it's hard, but that's what Glenn said.
You're not gonna suggest that. You're not gonna. If you're gonna tell him that you need money. You know what I'm saying? And once he, hopefully open up about, hey, I've been thinking about doing a producer. Then you need to get on Indeed and find some new employees.
but I am gonna put this out there though, because I got one partner in particular that said that everybody is not made to own a business.
But I'm saying some people don't know that. Some people think I am made to own. They get out there and get bust over the head.
They'll come back.
Yeah, then they all come back and work.
Are you gonna let them back in? What if you find somebody?
If they did that good of a job,
you'll find a spot for them.
Yeah, most definitely, because it's about loyalty. Like you been down with me for like 2-3 years. I bet you went out there, bump your head.
You went out on yourself.
Yeah,
like,
you bet on yourself. You can't get mad for nobody betting on themselves at all, though. You know what I mean? So you went out there 3
bet on himself 3 times. Like he did it year 1, did it year 4. I ain't say he doing it back to back, but I'm saying he did it on year 2, and then he did it on year 4, then he did it on year 6. But he a great worker. When he come here, he don't do no mistakes.
You
but he keep leaving out of nowhere.
3 strikes you're out.
I ain't even gonna give you 3. Look, we gonna invite you back the first time.
Yeah. Right. You do it another time.
Okay. We gotta train somebody else because we can't run business depending on him being there. And he might leave. You know what I'm saying? So
that was my only concern. Cause I see a lot of people telling people to do it. I know some people don't have as much common sense or not as witty.
That's why I say
to
invest.
Run a business on their
invest,
own.
bro.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing of trying to do CEO. You know, my company CEO is like, bro, it's creative entrepreneur operations. It's like whatever you can find, whatever it is that you do, and you gonna make your business out of it. It's somebody that's gonna put, even if you ain't got enough for a building, it's somebody that got it out there, and it might be somebody that might be hustling. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it come. It's just like it's putting those people together. That's why, bro, everything I do is kind of strategic. Like, and it gotta mean something. Like CEO, even when I do the pyramid on the CEO, it's like one, you know, I'm pro-black as hell, so it's like, you know what I'm saying. That go into, even if the podcast, you see a pyramid on the podcast, it's because I'm creating that brand of, okay, when I see these pyramids, it's associated with Glenn. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to push that narrative. But I would say, man, just everybody ain't meant to be a boss. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bam, for your business, I would ask you, do you feel like it's necessary for the owner to know the business from top to bottom? Everybody know how to do everybody's job? Or do you feel like if he just a great marketer and got money, he can just jump out there and figure it out?
Man, I tell people all the time, I do the same work everybody do.
Yeah.
You got to know how to, you got to know how to do everything in your own business yourself. You got to lay the foundation, because they say, I can't tell you how to do something if I ain't never did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I work just as hard as all my employees. You know, I want them to say, hey, we all equal. You walk in my shop, you don't know who the boss is unless I tell you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't wear no chains. I ain't out here. Big CEO, I'm CEO. Like, nah.
How you doing? I'm the boss.
Yeah, like.
Hey, since we got you here, I do want you to tell the people that owning a business don't mean you finna relax. That's actually more work. That's actually more.
That's why I said that everybody's not meant to be a boss or a CEO or owner of some entrepreneur. Because it's real work.
A lot of people think I'm finna go on vacation for 3 months. No, you're not. You finna go.
You finna work even harder.
You finna
spend that job. You gotta fix what he did.
See, but then that's why I tell you to invest. If you're a regular employee, bro, invest. If you got a chance, save you $100 every time you get paid, and at the end of the year you gonna invest this $3,000-$4,000 into whatever. Invest, bro. You gonna take risks. It's just how it go. But at the same time, at least you got a chance to make money off your money. You know what I'm saying? You're not sitting there.
I invest.
But if you investing, it's like, it's smart to do your research.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're not gonna have to know taxes, accounting. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have to know that process. But as long as you know what I'm saying, hopefully you're putting your money into a right company.
I feel like when you invest in it, it's something like that I'm gonna spend my money on anyway. If I like shoes, the same price of money as frequent as I'm buy shoes, I can invest it. Boom, okay, if I'm buy 2 shoes, I can cut this in half, make a sacrifice, invest half of it, invest a pair of shoes over here, and then buy a pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? Then when you see that working out, you'll start just investing them same 2 shoes you'll buy, you'll put it over here, because you'll realize how much none of that stuff even matters after a while.
No, I would say I invested before. Shout out to my boy Snoop. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? I invested with my boy Snoop. You know what I'm saying?
The contract you sent me?
Huh? Yeah, the contract. Yeah. I had invested with my boy Snoop. You know what I'm talking about? He was getting like a little bill, just going from little.
He clean them, right? I mean, do the what Snoop do? Shit.
Nah, Snoop be doing a little bit of everything.
I seen him.
This was like probably like 2
pest control, something like that.
No, not that Snoop. No, I'm talking about Plug Brother Snoop. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? They used to rap, but now you know what I'm talking about. He be tutoring kids and everything like that. But I shout out to him. I had invested with him by like 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Investment did give returns and everything, but I feel like investment is good because you don't have to put no work in. You just put your money up and then, you know what I mean, you'll get it back.
Take that same risk.
You know what I mean? It's a risk regardless. You know what I mean? You might not get it back. You might do get it back. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You still trying to, you know what I mean, get some residual income and stuff like that. So I feel like if you know, like, I bet
I ain't gotta put that work in.
Nah, fact. I ain't trying to put that work in. I still want to work my job.
Or if I ain't got the time.
But I got this amount of money right here that I'm finna really go blow or something that I can really just keep right here and then invest. And a couple months later down the line, I got times 3 of that, or times 2, times 4, whatever. It's more than what I was gonna have.
Look at it like a 401k. You
right,
put your money into a 401k, you can invest it.
That's just like if I want to invest in YK1K, bro. There go 10 bands.
That's another
bro.
question.
You know
Did you have any investors starting off, or did you have any people that, like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, bro,
Partners.
I think I started, my first big investment was like 10K. And, you know, like I said, I went to China, bro. We had 10K. That wasn't enough money, so guess what? We had to stay in China. We started selling shoes. I was selling Mason Margielas, Balenciagas, the fake ones, to all my partners here just to make an extra like $5,000 while I'm there to complete my order, bro. So,
so you stayed out there the whole time? How long was you in China?
About 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm shipping Mason Margielas back to Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
You get it for the low out there too.
You said what?
Super low out there, huh?
Oh yeah. It was crazy, bro. So I started off with like 10K. You know what I'm saying? It made sense. But you know, I didn't make the ultimate return, but I made my money back at least to live again. So like with some investments, bro, like even if you make your bread back, it's okay. Like a lot of cats be thinking, if I don't flip it, it's a bad investment.
Yeah,
nah.
Yeah, because
you break even.
You break even.
It's a relationship that you build with that. So
even if you can turn $1 into $1.50, it's a good investment. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you gotta look at it, man. As long as you profit something, it's a win.
you can keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, all right, well, shit, I ain't make that what I thought I might make, but I can keep going.
Got a question. How do y'all pop that to the younger generation? Like, cause everybody about fast money now. Everybody about I'm gonna sell drugs to get fast, or if I want it fast, I'm gonna scam and rob for it. How do you convince the younger generation that this is the way to go? You know what I'm saying? To show you.
Jail.
You gotta show them that cash ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing cats on Instagram flexing cash, all this money, but that ain't nothing.
Yeah,
bro.
I tell you, if they got a stack in their hand, they don't got enough money.
But the real people with money can't get money like that.
First time I seen Mark QB had on fucking Skechers, the one that go like this.
Nah.
So I tell that all the time.
Like that money could burn up. Like money a liability. If you got cash, you look crazy.
You're a fool. Yeah, to them you look crazy. That's why, like, when I say Jay-Z said we don't put money to our face. Like, he was like understanding. Like, if you got cash in your hand, you a fool.
You're a fool.
I would say too though, give them other things to see, man. I plan on soon starting my nonprofit creative entrepreneur opportunities, which is you know what I'm saying. I want to go back into, like, I'm from Royal Crest, you know, so I want to go back into those neighborhoods. It's houses around there. If we can get somebody to donate this kid a $500 lawnmower, and this kid go out here, and I want to teach him how to do business, how to do customer service, how you gonna do this, how you gonna file for XYZ, and then too, you go out to these houses. If you got 5 houses, and these 5 houses tell you, all right, well, I'm gonna let you. Now we creating contracts. Now we do it a little different, to where you can understand contracts. All right, well, I'm supposed to come at your house this time for a year. You know what I'm saying? You build that contract, those people, you build those relationships. That way, you can start your own stuff. You're getting you some money.
The basic, I feel like the ground root question is, children start doing the stuff they seen older people do because they had money, they had nice cars, they had the shiny things. You know what I'm saying? How do you convince them? Like, if you standing here, don't get me wrong, your way is the right way. It's gonna be the long-term way as to be an adult. But how do I get them divert their asset off of the person who got the necklace and the you know, and the cars, and his life finna be short. His life finna end in about 2 years. It's finna be a wrap. But he don't know that when he just looking at it, and that dude didn't tell him he going the wrong way.
I don't think you can really divert it, bro. You'll just have to just influence.
Catch the ones you can.
Yeah, you can't divert it because everybody on Instagram got the chains. Everybody on Instagram got the money. Got the leased up cars and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They ain't owning all that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's a fake world on Instagram. You know what I mean? Bad credit. You know what I mean?
Got no credit.
Social media is
my
really
shit going up. By
yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Facts. Social media is really fake, fam. So mainly that's what our younger generation is looking at, social media, because they on their phones. Like kids not going outside no more like we used to.
That's why I'm say they inside.
You gotta catch the ones you can, bro.
On me,
it's just like that. Like you know how people be like, I see, you know, I watch documentaries a lot. I'm like, man, as long as I can touch one kid, and you know what I'm saying, you gotta touch the ones you can.
Damn.
And like, ideally, you want 100 kids to come to your thing, but it's like if you get six,
gonna
bro,
get
and them
6, 5, 6, maybe if they got good parents. You know what I'm saying? And the one who accidentally saw you. He was just walking by and he stopped. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's just, I feel like that fake, that shiny lifestyle kind of absorbs them faster than the right way to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out a way to hype you.
Y'all gotta look at it though, bro. We at war.
Yeah.
So how does the enemy attack his enemy? By mentally getting in their kids' heads. So therefore, I look at it like from a war standpoint. You save who you can save, who you can't save. It ain't no sentimentality. Yeah. You gotta leave them behind.
Right.
Yeah,
they gonna get wiped out. It's messed up.
Right.
But shit, we at war.
We're at war.
So it's like until we understand every day, we at war, and playing video games ain't helping. You know, getting on Instagram, getting likes ain't helping.
The distraction.
The distraction. Even the situation in Memphis is a distraction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got this on 4K.
Right.
This man getting attacked. That's a distraction. That's a TV show. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's a distraction when you give it too much attention.
Right.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying be oblivious to what's going on around you, but at the same time, it's like I got a game system, and I be wanting to play it, but I just can't get myself into playing it because I be so caught up in other stuff to where it's like, shit. Like I said, I've been listening to TD Jakes the past few weeks. It's like I be so caught up in trying to learn myself or to do other things, and like to get to a point where I can relax and play games. But it's just like, man, I ain't there right now. I just don't feel comfortable sitting there like doing it. It's like, and that's no judgment to nobody playing games. It's just like,
yeah, cause I took that to offense.
Nah, it's nothing like that. It's just like my mind don't slow down enough to stay focused on that.
Man,
you know
you
what I'm
gotta
saying?
be logical, bro. How can you play a game when we in these conditions?
I play it, but
I ain't hurting, but I got a bunch of kids that I need.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's so far down my priority list. Once I get everything done, like even coming here, man, I was talking to you.
I want to play the game.
I gotta knock so much stuff down to get to the
PS5s away, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I got a PS4.
Well, whatever. We
I
got PS5.
I got throw them.
I spent a couple hundred on that. I don't know.
I mean, I ain't buy mine. You know,
so Vic. As a person that plays the game, I know I see you in group messages calling people out. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you balance it like enough? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, shit, I don't play it that much. I'm just good enough to where I play it, get off, and then, or do you play it for hours on hours?
What's hours on hours?
Like, if you playing it for 3 hours,
I mean, it honestly depends. But I ain't even gonna cap. Hey, yo. I'll beat every one of y'all on Madden that's watching. You know what I mean? But
and he taking bets.
Yeah, and I'm taking bets. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna look at
I need a percentage.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna cap. Sometimes, like once you get to playing, the time fly. You know what I mean? You be like, damn.
I get that. I have played the game, but it's like I have been a person that played Call of Duty like for a nice amount of time. But it's like that only lasts for me for 2 days when I'm in a slump. It's like, and then I get back out of it to where it's like I don't play the game.
Yeah,
for
I just don't have. I mean, I play it, but I probably play. I only have time to play it about 2 times a week, probably an hour and a half.
Yeah.
In those 2 days that week, like stuff like this. When you do this, I had time to play the game, but this will give me fuck the game. I'm gonna go do this.
Nah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Me personally, hey, dude, so it is time consuming, bro, sometimes, you know what I mean? Because I be on the game with people that like stream and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? They making money off the stream, you know what I mean? That's like my people. So we be on her stream and then the time go by. So it can get you know what I mean, out of hand sometimes. You know what I mean?
That's what you should do. You should invite some of your streaming friends.
Oh yeah, I can invite them for sure.
We can have pick their brain.
Nah, they for sure asked to come through. So you know what I mean.
Gotta be if you gonna play it, if you gonna make some money off of it.
Yeah, might as well make the money off of it. But sometimes that can.
And when it's making money, it's a completely different thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like
our job.
It's kind of like working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's your little part time
type shit.
Yeah, nah, facts. But yeah, like I was saying that you know, sometimes, you know what I mean, it can get out of hand. Sometimes you can kind of control it. Sometimes you don't even look at it like that. You know what I mean? Because, like, I look at it like, hey, my kids are here. We ain't doing nothing. They in here watching it. Both of them watching Netflix.
Yeah.
In their room. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I ain't got nothing else to do. I might as well play the game. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Boom. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't doing nothing major. You know what I mean?
I just think it's programming, though, bro. Like, you got cats who playing 2K, can't hoop. Cats on
I think that's why they made 2K though. That's why they made 2K just for that part. Because the majority of the people in the world can't.
We gonna train. Let's train for real. Let's get out here and really hoop or really do some arms training. Let's play real life video games.
Right.
When it come down to it, I won't be next to somebody who know how to shoot, not somebody who know how to play Call of Duty.
Right.
So it's like, let's play real life. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest game.
We got some enemies out there, and they out there on the forums.
Yeah. They go.
Load up. You know what I'm saying?
Loading up on ammo.
I feel like, but recently since like last year, I had hurt my knee at work, so I've been at the house mode. So I ain't been working, so I just you know what I mean. You see me rubbing it. I'm just I'm just at the crib playing the game because it's gonna make time go by. You know what I mean? Until I gotta go back to work. You know what I mean? Because I don't got nothing else to do. But then at the same time, I can see myself. I already be having stuff I need to do, like with my brand or with this. But I done played the game and that shit fucked up my timetable. Now I gotta go pick the kids up from school or something.
But check this out. In China, bro, they don't allow their kids. You can't get on internet.
TikTok.
You can't get on certain apps. You can't play no games.
They only allow them to get on TikTok.
I seen that TikTok is monitored to a certain thing.
And they don't even.
They can't even see the stuff we see.
They send that algorithm to us, and they just fucking us up.
So it's like, you know, it's a way of warfare, man. Our kids, they know how to get on Instagram before they know how to read a book.
That's what I'm saying. I see kids know how to read Instagram and YouTube.
I don't let them bring their phones to my house, even though my mama pay for the phone bill. Like, you ain't bringing it to over here because like keep that over there because I can't really dictate what go on at your mama's house. You know what I'm saying? But over here, you gonna know that you about to read a book.
If you ain't read no book before you get on Instagram, like if you haven't completed one book, if your child ain't completed one book before they get on Instagram, that's a problem.
Now I will say, like I'm a proactive parent, bro. So my kids got Junior B book, like the whole line of them. And my kids, when we in the car, we work on pronouns, nouns, adjectives, and they just in the second grade.
They know how to communicate. They know how to talk.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Right. And like so. I would say I'm a proactive parent, but I know there's like it's a lot that's not like that, bro. And it's kind of like a thing that's trending. Like I hate when my baby mama let my son get on fucking YouTube so quick, and it's like, bro, no. Or like when I go over there and I go pick him up and it's Gigi putting on his shoes. No, this he 4.
Yeah, he should be putting on.
You know what I'm saying? He can put on his shoes himself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think, and this is what I read in the book as well, that we underestimate what our children can do. Like, you know what I'm saying? We underestimate pushing them to do certain things, and I think that's a problem.
They winning in that psychological warfare part of it by putting everything in the phone. You know, putting everything that attracts the kids in the phone. They winning at the psychological warfare for sure. They whooping our ass at that. Because like what was that thing they did on YouTube? That little clown thing that was popping up on some of them YouTube channels. The little Mimi thing, I think it was called. But kids will watch a kid channel. I
think I heard something like that.
Yeah, you'll start watching it. Even if you're a parent, you'll watch it for 10 minutes, nothing to pop up. 15 minutes into it, this little Mimi telling these kids, kill yourself. Jump off,
shit.
So I was like, these motherfuckers winning with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I let my son watch YouTube, we in the car, I put it on the car speaker. I hear everything that's going on it. Because sometimes even the YouTube makers will be saying inappropriate shit, and I don't say to my kids.
I go back and watch some movies now, and I'm like, damn, this is what the fuck they was talking about. It's a lot of subliminal messages in that shit.
Anyway, fuck it.
What time? Let me look.
Get my stupid ass up at 3.
I gotta watch, but I don't got it set. I got a
Black
bunch of
people
watches.
don't set they watch.
I never set them.
They said,
what time is it? Let me pull out my phone.
So you know what we gotta watch for.
But no, I just want to, thank you guys, bro, one last time, bro, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot just to come on anybody podcast and speak. It just says, hey, we're
doing something right,
something right, man. So, man, I respect y'all. I appreciate y'all, bro. I just want to say, y'all keep going, take this to a whole nother level.
Nah,
whatever I can do to help, let me know.
Post on your page. That's what I'm saying. But I want to say too, we appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? We see the work you doing, bro. I've been seeing it for years. Mind you, Vic been my roommate, so it's like I've been there. So it's like
Vic is the first person to ever said, like, what is that?
You know what I'm saying? And then it start popping up. I see it everywhere, bro. Every time I see it, I be sharing it, or you know what I'm saying? So
the jackets be fire.
Much love to what you doing, bro.
Stupid. I be
much love what you doing. If you feel like you ready to come back, if you feel like you want to put an ad on her, man, we with it. You know what I'm saying? We trying to promote Black people to do better. You know
man, I'm having the official YK1K Day, February 18th. It's gonna be in Deep Ellum, man. If y'all free,
what day is that though?
Saturday. Y'all come through, bro. Network's gonna be other people there that y'all can bring on here.
What day?
Saturday, February 18th.
February 18th. We're gonna make sure we put this out there. February 18th. Y'all make sure y'all pull up Deep Ellum. We're gonna do a YK1K Day.
It's a national holiday, man.
Yes,
global. It's everybody around the world gonna wear YK1K on this one.
Tell them where to find you at, man.
On Instagram at Young Kings Clothing, and find us in person at the Pan African Connection Bookstore in Glendale Shopping Center.
Pan African Connection. 4466 South Marsalis Avenue, you know what I mean? Dallas 675216. You already know what's going down.
Store.
Pan African Store in the Glendale Shopping Center. You know what I mean? Hey, y'all see the drip. You know what I'm talking about?
This episode was sponsored by
YK1K, and they sponsor me as well. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? We've been locked in.
We got an NIL deal with them.
No cap.
He's the next.
And we after college, you know what I mean? We graduated college. We still got NILs, you know what I mean? Shout out to my boy, man. We've been rocking since middle school. You know what I mean? We've been locked in. You know what I mean? Appreciate him for coming on the show once again. You know, hey, you know what I mean? Like that, you got some drill?
Nah, man, that's just like that, hey, man. We want to sponsor YK1K. It's YK1K Day, man.
All right, well, that's been another episode. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Come again for our next episode.
Urban Culture Conversations.
Woo. Let's go.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
For sure.
Easy breezy.
I gotta go cook for my lady. She's going on the phone.
Yeah, she's trying.